Hi, I'm Rachel Gray. Welcome to my cooking channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make the brownies that I grew up with. My mom made these brownies all while I was growing up, and they were the best thing to take to school for your birthday. Everybody really, really loves them, and you're going to love them too. I still make them today. This is her exact recipe, and you can find it on my blog, cookingwithrachel101.com. On my blog, I put mini marshmallows on it and then I frost it. And then sometimes, like today, I put toffee bars on them. So today we're gonna make toffee brownies and you're really gonna like them. They're really good. So first thing first to make the brownies, and it's the same, the brownie is the same as on my blog, except for I don't use nuts in this particular brownie. So we'll just go through it right now. So it starts with 2 cubes of butter. Yes, that's right, butter. This isn't keto friendly, it's not gluten free, it's not figure friendly, but it's flavor friendly is what this brownie recipe is. So you're gonna like it. So just put 2 cubes of butter in. And I just make this in my KitchenAid. I just use this same measuring cup for this entire recipe. So just 2 cups of sugar. And we're just gonna stir those together for a minute. So in recipes, that's known as creaming. I've just creamed my butter and my sugar together. And now I'm going to add 4 eggs. You also might need to scrape the sides down at this point, so you get a nice even mixture. Okay, that's all incorporated. Now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I use Mexican vanilla, but if you don't have any Mexican vanilla, the brand Nielsen Massey makes really good vanilla. That would be my recommendation if you don't have any Mexican vanilla from Mexico. And then just stir that together. So I'm going to put in 1.5 cups of flour, and I just, like I said, I use this 2 cup one for everything. So I'm just going to measure out 1.5 cups. That's it. And then I'm going to put my cocoa in until I get to 2 cups. So as far as cocoa is concerned, not all cocos are the same. The cocoa that I use currently is this Van Houten one that I packed in my suitcase and brought back from France. You can get it off of Amazon if you don't, want to go to France. It's a really nice cocoa. I really like the flavor, but you could just use Hershey's cocoa if you wanted to, or a Dutch processed cocoa, whatever cocoa that you like. And I just sprinkle that in until it reaches 2 cups. And when I've got flour and cocoa up to the 2 cup line, then I'm good to go. I just add it in. And now I'm just gonna mix those things together and the brownies are done. It's really fast. I don't really know why a mix is so popular when it just comes together in a snap. And this brownie recipe is so much better than a box. So just scrape the sides down. Give it one more little stir. Okay, now that that's ready, we could have prepared our pan before, but it's really not a problem. So I just spray a 9x13 pan with a little cooking spray. And then I just use a rubber scraper to get all of it off, or you can just lick it off because that's really what you want to do anyway, right? I'm just going to pour this in to my prepared pan. Well, more like scoop it in. And I'm going to smooth it out. Just push it all the way to the edges. Try to get it as even as you can. I bake the brownies for 25 to 30 minutes, no longer than 30 ever, on a 350-degree oven, and I do not use convection. Brownies are one of the 5 things that I don't use convection for. I almost use convection for everything, but I don't use it for brownies, lasagna, meatloaf, pizza, or bread that's like banana bread. For some reason with brownies, they come out more cake-like if I use convection, but they're a little bit goopier on the inside if I don't. So that's why I don't use convection. While our brownies are baking, I'm just going to show you how to make them toffee brownies. You just use a toffee bar. So at the grocery store, you'll notice that there are Heath bars and Score bars. And my mom uses Heath, but I like the Score. It's just, to me, a better flavor. And so you can use either bar that you can find. I think the Heath ones are easier to find, but I think the Score bars are worth looking for. The curious things about Heath and Score is that they are actually made by the same company. So why you have 2, I really don't know, but I like the Score. And I use 3 Score bars, but 3 is good and 4 is even better. So it's kind of up to you. So what I do is I just take my Score bar and I just leave it in the package. And I take my meat tenderizer. I use the flat side, and then I just break it up. And I kind of use the side a little bit. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can kind of feel. You don't want too big of pieces. My brownies are almost done. I'm just going to take my Score bars and pull them open and put them right into a bowl so that they're easier for me to put onto the brownies. And then also, when I put them in here, I can see that if there's anything big, then I can just break it up with my fingers. I want to be able to put this on the brownies as soon as they come out of the oven. So my brownies are just getting finished. The way that they look when I pull them out, they're sort of centered on the edges and maybe just a little bit soft on the inside. That's perfect. So I'm just going to take my Score bar and I'm going to just spread it across my brownies. And the chocolate's gonna melt, and the toffee kind of comes out of the chocolate, but it's okay. So once the toffee is crushed and put on the brownie, it's gonna look a little bit like this. Like I said, the chocolate's gonna melt on there and it's gonna kind of adhere to the brownie after that. If you didn't want to do the toffee topping, the recipe for the frosting is on my blog. You could always top it with powdered sugar or just eat it plain. You're really gonna love these brownies, and I hope you try them at home. They're super easy and they're so much better than a box. Thanks for watching. You can find this recipe and over 200 others on my blog, cookingwithrachel101.com. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I'll see you next time.